A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to be talking about how the divine masculine feels during the separation. Now, this is something which I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in this particular video. They would want to know. However, before you know it, before you get into it deeply, you need to understand that the masculine is simply showing the feminine. Any feminine's masculine is showing the feminine whatever the feminine is running from. He is also running from that. So what is the feminine's biggest priority? Because masculine's biggest priority is supposed to be the feminine, okay? And he is running away from his biggest priority, okay? But he is simply a mirror. He is simply showing to her what she is doing. Because she personally cannot see, she can only see it in the mirror, okay? So whatever hurt and whatever pain and whatever you go through because of the masculine, you are any which way going. Masculine is trying to tell you that you're going through this pain because you are the one who is doing it to yourself and you are the only one who can fix it. The masculine's coming and going should not even be a question. Once the feminine knows what her priority is, what she's supposed to do, then whether he goes or he comes back, it will not affect her at all. And any which way it is said that if something does not affect you, it is no longer than happening. Because all the things that happen around us, in some way or the other, they affect us. Now you would think that, okay, if things stop affecting us, then how are we going to live? Things are not supposed to affect you. That's the whole thing. They are not supposed to affect you. They are just supposed to happen and you're supposed to objectively observe it. And if any action is supposed to be taken, be it inspired action or be it also instant karma, both these things apply to twin flames who have crossed the surrender stage. Inspired action will immediately happen and you know. You do something wrong in the morning, by afternoon you will already get to know that you did something wrong and here is the lesson. You should not have done it. Okay, and sometimes you're going to face some huge mountain-like challenge in the morning and by evening it will be gone. You know, the same challenge will be like, okay, it's good that it happened. And in the morning it would look like such a heavy thing for you to face. Because you learn to find a way to figure it out. It's like a riddle, it's like a puzzle. Sometimes we have some big heavy duty fear within us, okay? And you keep doing inner work, you keep doing ascension work, these things will automatically appear in front of you without you even knowing when it will happen. And when you need to face those challenges with a very tough hand, with a tough fist, you will be shocked to see that you would be able to face it and whatever the repercussions are. So the feminine has to do a lot of inner work. She has to go within. There are lots of things she's here to do on this planet. If you are a twin flame, if you are not a twin flame, I mean who are people who are extremely attached to the romantic element, extremely attached, I usually feel that they will take a long time to figure it out or they might not even be twin flames. Because even in childhood, even in puberty, even in adolescence, this is one thing they are least concerned about because they have so many other things to tackle. And it can look like a challenge. So similarly, this masculine is simply showing you already one challenge that you're running away from. What is it that the feminine is running away from and why is she running away from it? When we question the masculine, why is masculine running away from the feminine? It's a true love. It's a real feeling. He knows that she's the one. He knows that everybody will go away from me, but she will not. She will stand by me till the end. No matter what happens, at least she will be not the person who will, say no to me or she will not help me. She will help me. The whole world will not help me, but she will definitely help me. Still, he is running away from her. Why? Because she is also running away from her divine love. She is not connecting with source. What is the fear for not connecting with source? That my life will become boring or my life will become like this or like that and I won't be able to do this and I won't be able to do that. This is basically a commitment she's supposed to make to source, but she's scared of the commitment. And everyone who is here would know that why are you not doing proper inner work? Why do you get lazy? If you are supposed to do, say, stillness, why do you do stillness? Because you're supposed to train your body. If you can train your body, then you can train your mind. While you're sitting still for half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour, sometimes you don't feel like sitting still. Sometimes you just want to leave. You just want to walk away. You just want to move out from it. But then you have to try again and again and again so that you calm yourself, you calm your body, you calm your mind. You're able to do that. And then slowly and gradually, when you are able to discipline your body better, you can discipline your mind also better. You're not going to shake that easily in a certain situation. And sometimes when I also say that you need to go and fight a battle outside of you, that battle when you fight, you're not supposed to shake yourself, shake your head into that. Like, you're not supposed to get disturbed when you're fighting the battle. You're not supposed to get scared when you're getting into that battle mode or you're doing a face-off with other people. These people who are creating problems for you, be it your family members, be it your financial issues, be it your business partners, be it your relatives, be it some antisocial element that you're up against while you're in a mission situation, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it sounds, in your head you're supposed to be still and calm because you can watch it. You can watch the fear. What is it? What is it causing? But the masculine cannot do it until and unless the feminine does not figure out how to do it, because losing the masculine is one of her biggest fear, or not getting love is one of her biggest fear. The day you know that it doesn't matter, I will get it. In the previous session, I spoke about I will not lose anything. So one of the biggest fear for the feminine is I will lose him. So she's writing long emails and messages, and someone tells her that you're supposed to wait. So many people are saying just wait patiently. Waiting patiently for what? First you need to understand for what. You're not supposed to wait patiently to live your life, to be yourself. If you are sure that, okay, this is the man I want, this is the only man I want, and you've been in some commitment with this person, and you have, like, there has to be some reason that you're with that person. Is he a good guy? Do you think he's the perfect person for you? Have you examined him fully? This usually happens when people talk about false twin relationships. When they come to me for inner work, they are very obsessed with that false twin. You know, whether it's removing third-party blocks around the false twin, whether it is getting false twin to communicate with you, you know, whatever it is, they come to me and it works out, but now they don't want the false twin. Because now they realize it's the false twin. The false twin is supposed to come back. All false twins always come back and go, come back and go. That's why they make it look like it's a twin flame relationship. That's why we say it's a false twin, because so many things are so similar. But that person is not worthy enough to even stand next to you. What you're going to do with him for the rest of your life. He or she, a false twin, is always a pain in the ass. They're always the more privileged one. Their narcissism is to a next level. It cannot be cured in this life. But when they need somebody, all narcissists are like that. When they need you, when they want you for something, they'll be very sweet and very nice to you. They can be sweet and nice to anyone. Anyone, literally. If they have to be nice to a donkey on the street, they will be doing that. As long as, you know, they need some work from it. That's how most narcissistic people are. And once they are done with you, they will discard you. They get a better option than you, they'll discard you. But they always come back because they know that this is a good enough option for me. As long as it lasts. Their whole life goes like that, from A to B to C, you know, doing this, doing that, because they are in big time survival mode. They may not look like that, but they are. They are even more full of fear than other people. Insecure people. So the DM is reflecting certain fears to you. You are thinking, he told me that he loves me, or she told me that she loves me, that I am the one, and I am this, and I am that. They dream about me. You know, whenever they come back, they tell you so many things, how they feel about you, what they like about you, you know, what they missed about you, and everything. And again they run away. So many people have told me this, that their running comes like a shock. Every time they run away, you can't figure out why they ran away. What really happened this time? And so you keep trying to figure out. But you are simply running away from source. As soon as you see the DM, you forget everything. Most people, when the DM comes back or when something, happens in their life which makes them extremely happy, they forget everything about their techniques, their practice. Or if they have created a resolution, they will not live up to that resolution. They will start eating horrible food. They will start doing all the things that they are not supposed to do. They will totally forget that they are getting energy from source and they are here for mission work. That's all they are here to do. And till the time you don't fully embrace the mission, the masculine will never embrace you fully. So what is he feeling during the separation? He is obviously confused. He is also in pain. He is choosing the wrong things, just like you are choosing the wrong things constantly. He is also doing the same thing. Despite knowing that I am doing this is not correct, whatever I am doing is not correct for me. But then when the pain is too much, like similarly, when the feminine is in separation with the masculine and she cannot handle the pain anymore, that's when she surrenders, right? Similarly, he will also do that, or he is also in that same zone. He is going to surrender when he cannot take the karmic pain too much. It's pain. He knows it's pain. We all also know. If we watch too many horrible, content, we are constantly binge watching some show on Netflix or on here, and we know that it is stupid. At the end, it is stupid. It is just I am wasting my time on it. But I don't want to do anything else. I just want to do this. So if we are not going to discipline ourselves, then who will? And towards the end, say you watch 8 or 10 episodes of some show which you're really enjoying. Towards the end of it, you know that you wasted your time. Or you start getting irritated watching the same thing. Like, how much programming they would do. Because you can read through programming. By now, you can read through programming. You can read through negative content and you know how they put in subliminals or what they're trying to project. There is this docu-series on Netflix called the Tinder Swindler or something like that, which became very popular. But if you watch it with while you're doing source integration or while you're, watching all the subliminals and you're just maybe watching it for your own information, at the end you will understand that this is just a marketing exercise for Tinder, first of all. Obviously, more and more people are going to join Tinder because they're so enamored by Tinder, and say for 10 episodes, all they're listening to is Tinder. It's a great tool, great way of marketing. Then they are marketing that diamond merchant. How is it possible that some man claims to be somebody's son? He goes to the jail and all of that, and he's still running an Instagram account. He's running some kind of training sessions, and there is some fake story. It's always planned. These things are always planned. It did not come across as a real documentary or as a real thing to me. Yes, they are trying to warn people, they're trying to tell people that this is what happens on Netflix, but they have glamorized it so much. Glamorized every single thing so much. Made it all look so nice. They always keep this very good looking, attractive people, very confident people, who are there to tell you that choose this. They are standing, not this person specifically or somebody else. If you look at all these people who give you options to waste your time, they're literally standing at the gateway of hell and they're seducing you to it. So what is the shock or surprise if the masculine happens to get seduced to karmic entanglements? These are like addictions. You're trying to run away from your pain. But the pain is happening in the first place because you're not bold enough to accept what is right for you. That's how the whole mirror work happens. So you see them, you look at them, you look at the separation, and you need to see what stage you're in. Are you in runner-chaser dynamic? Are you in surrender stage? Are you in illumination? Are you in harmonization? Are you in union? Some people tell me I'm in union. So if you are in union, what exactly, because you are not in union 24/7. You also know that. If you were in union 24/7, you know what else you would be doing, right? So if you are not in union 24/7, maybe you're also losing the alignment, maybe you're also losing the balance, the switch is going on and off. The pain that both of them feel, it's very much important to help them to face what the real issue is, the deep rooted issue is. Because when a person is very much aware, an aware person knows what is the difference between an aware person and an unaware person, or a awakened person or unawakened person. The biggest difference is the unawakened person, or the one who's sleeping, the one who's just working like a machine. They don't know what they're doing, what emotions are happening to them, how they are reacting constantly, how they are responding constantly. So when you can see that a certain emotion or a certain person or a certain trigger or something is making you feel in a certain way, if it is fear, then are you going to succumb to the fear? Are you going to freeze, flight, or fight against it? Or what are you going to do? Basically, you're just supposed to face it. That's all you're supposed to do. Face it. And while you're facing it, whatever happens, let it happen on its own, naturally. So this is the simple thing that they're supposed to do. But to reach to this simple path, to simple point, to simple destination, it's not easy for many people because of the layers, so many layers of programming, negative programming or malignant programming that tells them to suffer in silence. Sometimes they say suffer in silence, be miserable. But everything is somehow, we need to find a balance to it. Like if they say suffer in silence, do they mean take bad behavior in silence, or are they simply saying watch in silence? Some people are silent from the outside, but in their mind they are very agitated. They may appear like they speak very nicely and they speak less. Some people, even it is written in Japji Sahab also, and I know personally what it means because I've experienced a bit of it. Although I have not gotten into the Samadhi stage because I've been told you're not supposed to. Samadhi sometimes is a very pleasure-like place, It's some people practice different types of samadhis because once they get into samadhi, and it's highly dangerous also, then they don't know what's happening outside. You are in meditation for 2 days. There are different ways of doing it, learning it, but it is so enjoyable, that they don't want to get out of it. But we are not here to get attached with enjoyment. That is also a big problem. The pleasure, the enjoyment, because eventually it will also end. No matter how many, you with closed eyes, how many rounds you're making inside the galaxy, even that is a sort of illusion. Same thing happened with Buddha. When Buddha was practicing different types of samadhis, he did many higher level of samadhis type of meditation. But he figured out that this is not useful for me because this is putting me in the pleasure zone. And before that, he gave a lot of pain to himself. He would not eat for many days. He starved for many days. He lived in very difficult conditions. One fine day, he realized that I'm not supposed to give so much pain knowingly to myself. What am I going to prove with that? By starving myself constantly, or by doing this or by doing that. Then he got into the other side. So he examined both the sides, and scientifically he presented to people that, if you just watch and observe everything that comes to you, and you have devotion in that. Even Buddha does not say there is no God. Though many people say that Buddhism means there is no God. That's not true. In Buddhism, nature becomes the God. At least what I have studied, because I learned Vipassana meditation. I never want to get into the religion and all the communal things. That's none of my, that's not even my interest, and that's not my area. Our area as Twinflame is to find out what is scientific about anything. Such a big master, if he has to share something, if he's sharing Vipassana to other people, there has to be a reason behind it. Because he is also telling people to be scientific and not dogmatic. Don't go by dogmas or beliefs, whatever is floating around, whatever is trending. He is saying that face your fear, face everything. Not just fear, even joy. Why are you so happy? You need to figure out why you're so happy about something. And then there is a deep-rooted feeling of love also. Love and compassion. In Buddha's teachings, you hear this word compassion a lot. So what is compassion? What is maitri? He used to teach people Mangal Maitri. He would say good for everyone. Even your enemy comes in front of you, just say, may God make him happy. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. But to reach to that level, you have to do so much inner work where you can, even to the person who did wrong to you, you can forgive that person and you can pray to God, may God make him happy or her happy. In Twinflame, this happens automatically to some people. But again, while you're doing spiritual inner work, you need content, you need to hear certain words. That's why we people make this type of content. So that anybody who is looking around for a certain type of information, they can just find it and they can listen to it. And their own inner intuition also works, right? But how to connect that inner intuition with themselves, that's the practice. So the masculine and feminine are simply just showing each other, what is the issue. Actual issue is that you don't want to be lonely. You're scared to be lonely. You don't want to be unloved. You want to be worthy of love. You want to be happy. You want to attract a beautiful relationship where everything is perfect. Literally how they show in a fairy tale romance movie. Everything is perfect. It's a beautiful love story. Where they end the movie, where they say happy ending, that's where the movie should start actually. That is where it begins. That's where they end and they show people, hey guys, look, there's a happy ending. How can two young people get into a happy ending when they are just 20, 21, 25? According to the movies, you're supposed to find the true love at 16. As soon as you're, young, you hit puberty, you should find your true love. That's what they try to show you. You go to prom and you find your true love. And everyone is running after that. Maybe some people even get that. Few people get the true love that they're seeking. But that's okay. That's maybe their karma. We don't have to get into who's happy and who's not happy. But we know most people are unhappy. Most people. Even the one who looks the happiest from outside is not that happy. Because in therapy, in private sessions, people share these things. And if you look at them, that outside reality, social profile, they have a very happy profile. But when they tell you, no, I'm very miserable, I'm unhappy. Oh, that marriage of mine, that is a sham. Oh, I'm just trying to show other people how happy I am and this and that. You should watch that one, Who the Bleep Did I Marry? There is one documentary sort of a thing. Don't indulge too much into it. But yeah, once in a while you can watch when these people, when they start the episode, they always say that this was the best marriage, this was the best life partner, best wife, best husband. I could not have imagined something better. And later on they find out the husband is a criminal, a murderer, some kind of a weirdo. So how for so many years that psycho is able to show them, and how are these people able to even live with these type of psychos for so long and not find out a thing? But later on when they are talking about their experience, they say, oh yeah, there was a red flag over there. Oh yeah, there was a red flag over there. That's because we want everything to be perfect, and we learn from novels and books and movies that what are the perfect things one can say to another person. That is not love. Love is responsibility, commitment. Love is about sticking to your resolution. So when you make a resolution that I am going to do source integration this whole year, that is the resolution you should stick to, no matter what happens. It doesn't matter something bad happens. So what? Bad things always happen here and there. What can you do in that? We are here to work with you all, and you are supposed to also work on yourself. It's not someone else's responsibility. So the masculine is simply showing the feminine that, hey lady or hey gentleman, you need to do inner work. Inner work will only give you answers. Somebody was asking me, how are you able to do this and how are you able to do that? Of course, I was not able to do it few years back. I was very scared. Even this channel or even the work the things that I'm talking about, you think I was able to talk like this few years back? No. I thought I would sound so stupid. I would sound so weird. Despite publishing a book on this subject, I could not speak to anybody about it because I was like, okay, as long as people read the book, they get the message, it's okay. I don't want to speak. But then I realized that if I'm going to run away from this, keep running away from this actual job that I can do, which I'm fit to do, or I'm capable to do, or I'm chosen one to do, whatever. That's just a label. That's just the way. But actual reality is that it's coming naturally, organically from you. But it will not come organically from you till the time you're not ready. And you're not ready, and then you say things, and you have not witnessed anything, you have not experienced anything, and you just randomly talk about it. Universe is always there to show you when you're wrong. Every time, anybody, no matter who he is or she is, anytime and every time there is little bit of arrogance also, universe will show you, hey, you are arrogant, watch yourself. You are not the doer. You are just the vessel. You're just doing it. And you are lucky. You should be thankful to universe, because had you not been the vessel, you would not have examined all this. You would not have reached to this conclusion. So why is the feminine scared to explore it? She is only scared because she feels that I don't know what I'll become. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what this, what if I become like a saintly person, or I'm a boring person. I don't do any parties. Isn't a party an illusion any which way? A party. Some people collect together, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people collect together in one place. They all want to be happy. Basically, when people go to party, there is a mood, there is a mindset that I am becoming happy, and it's going to be a happy, happy, happy thing. But how many parties are actually very happy? If you examine, you will realize that none of those parties or those situations, and I'm not saying don't go for parties or get-togethers, just cut off yourself from everyone. No, I'm not saying that. If it is naturally happening, do it. But if you're forcing yourself, just because you think that it will make you happy, that's exactly what a karmic relationship is like. Just because you think it will make you happy, you force yourself into it. You convince yourself that this will be good for you. And when it's not, then the masculines, they run and they cry again. And when they run more, then they realize, what the hell am I doing? I'm just going on running from one person to another. Or if I'm running from her, the other person is running away from me. Because the karmic always run away. Because why? They cannot handle all this intensity. At that point in time, even the DM is a karmic. That's why he cannot handle the spiritual intensity. And the DF is also acting like a karmic, because she's also running away from her actual mission and goal on planet Earth. Okay. So for your personal situations, you can check out the description box, and you can connect with me once you're sure that you want to definitely go ahead with a personal session or a therapy. You can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. You can also book the session on PayPal, but please also write to me. Sometimes PayPal does not show people's email addresses, so I cannot directly write to them. I don't know. I can just see the name and okay, so and so has booked a session. So you need to also email to me that, hey, I have already booked the session with you, and what's the next step? And I'll tell you the next steps. This is just a request to those people who don't do it. Some people don't do that. Then after a few days, they come back to me and they say, hey, you know what? I booked a therapy. I booked a session. I'm like, where were you? I was looking for you everywhere. So yeah, only one disclaimer is, one request is, kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me. Because when we do therapy, we have a lot of time to discuss things later on. We have a couple of sessions. And we want to examine this cross-examination. It's very, very important, personally also and professionally also. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you soon in another one. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you so much for doing active inner work if you are. One love and peace out.